Hey, I'm Fan.
And I'm ChillyPanda, and we just watched Digimon Tri.
And welcome to the FanRant. So for everyone who's never watched the original, you might be a little lost because Tri is a continuation of the first two television series. And with 3 out of the 6 films released, I'm going to assume you've at least watched Digimon Adventure 1 and 2 to save some time.
So our first movie is called Reunion, and all those kids from back in the day are now in high school and their Digimon days are behind them, focusing now on starting careers and planning for the future. Or so they think.
Eventually, some familiar faces and some new ones show up and start causing havoc, so once again the Digidestined gather, accompanied by their Digimon counterparts to handle the situation.
First off, one thing you'll notice in this new series is the down-to-earth feel the characters give off. Most, if not all, the topics they discuss and tackle are very serious and have weight to the conversation.
Obviously, the Digimon still act like kids, but it's the topics and challenges the humans face that add a whole new maturity to the episodes. Not to denounce the older series, which dealt with some pretty heavy topics, but these seem more attuned to real-life issues, which is a nice touch. The kids have grown up, everyday problems arise, and it's shown really well on how they impact them.
A big thing that's changed is the new animation style, which is gorgeous, and once the action scenes start is when it really shines. Explosions look full and alive, the Digimon have depth and life to them. Even the environment looks fleshed out and real. Not to say the old animation style is bad, but with this style, it has evolved to contrast the new maturity of the series. I personally got goosebumps when the new evolution sequence came on. I squealed like the little fangirl I am.
Moving on to the second film, Determination, we continue the story, but this film mostly centers around Mimi and Joe, and the new character Mei and her Digimon Meikomon.
This film delves more into the connections the Digidestined have with each other, and the main plot only comes into play periodically. I personally loved the first movie more than the second. The second movie was great, don't get me wrong, but there really wasn't much progression in the story until the very end, which made it seem a little dragged out. I loved the character development and the fan service in the first part, but I just wish there was more action in it.
I do want to touch on Joe's story though. Joe is my favorite character from the old series, and his desire to be an adult is something we all face. The way the film tackled this whole dilemma was stellar, and props to the writers for making his character relatable and well-rounded.
Once Mimi and Joe overcome their problems while also being treated to some new evolutions, we reach the end of the movie, and this is when things really kick into high gear and the main plot comes right out of the left field, taking us into the third film, Confession.
Now before we get into it, this movie made me sad.
I watched it 3 times, don't judge me, I'm just a fangirl, and I still cry every time I watch it.
This is when things get really emotional, and so far I love this movie more out of the other two, because you really feel the connection between the Digimon and their partners. Also, the main plot is in full swing, and dozens of questions arise, which got me super invested, only wanting more.
This is what I was waiting for from the movie. I wanted character development and plot progression, and this movie delivered. It also delivered a really strong blow to my heart. Not once, but twice, when they snuck in a 5th part to the movie compared to the other movies that only had 4 parts. Sadly though, just as we reach an extremely crucial point in the story, it ends only to be resolved in the later installments.
So, those are the first 3 movies, and my god are they good. Not only do they stay true to the original, but they also improve upon it. The characters, even the Digimon, seem more well-rounded with the plot and environment that really showcase them.
Digimon will always have a special place in my heart, and that can never go away. You have no idea how hard I fangirled when I found out about Tri, and it has not disappointed so far. The only disappointment is waiting 4 to 6 months between each part. February needs to come faster.
Without a shred of doubt, if you're a fan of Digimon or ever watched the original, start watching Tri. And even for those who never experienced Digimon, these movies are extremely entertaining, so it's worth giving a go.
I may be a little biased, but you need to watch these movies. Just do it.
I give the first 2 Digimon Tri movies 8 out of 10, but 3 deserves a 9 because oh man, it made me feel things.
I gave the first movie a 9 out of 10 because of all the goosebumps it gave me. The second movie I gave an 8 out of 10 because there wasn't really plot progression in it. And the third movie gets a whopping 10 out of 10 because it hit me right in the feels, not once, but twice.
Until the next 3 movies come out, we'll just have to wait and see how things turn out. And I cannot wait.
I guess we've reached the end of our rope. Brownie points for me if you know the reference.
Hey guys, make sure you go check out ChillyPanda's channel because she makes some really great animations of her day-to-day life and she really deserves the subscribers. Anyways, thanks so much and we hope to see you in the next FanRant.